Babatunde Kolawole, member representing Akoko, Southeast Southwest Federal Constituency. I am from Ondo State. The motion before this Parliament has to do with the need to investigate the National Intelligence Agency, NIA, over the 43 billion recovered from a residential apartment at Osborne Road, Ikoyi, Lagos. The House notes the recent announcement by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, of the discovery of $42 million, 47,000 pounds, and 23 million naira, totaling about 43 billion at a luxury apartment at Osborne Road, Ikoyi, Lagos, allegedly belonging to the former chairman of the People's Democratic Party and also former governor of Bauchi State. Aware that there have been counterclaims on the actual ownership of the money suspected to be proceeds of crime or intended for money laundering or electioneering purposes. Also aware that the Director General of the National Intelligence Agency, NIA, Ambassador Ayodele Oke, claimed that the money belongs to the NIA and was approved by the previous administration for covert operations of the NIA. Cognizance of the need for a thorough investigation of the matter in order to ascertain the source of the money, given the claims on its ownership and purpose, and also the damaging effects it is having on the anti-corruption drive of the government. Resolves to 1, set up an ad hoc committee to investigate the source and actual ownership of the money and report back to the House in 2 weeks for further legislative action. I so move, Mr. Speaker. Improve on our image as a country in the international community, but has also brought to the fore the fact that the anti-corruption war of Mr. President is not vindictive, it's not one-sided, it's not discriminatory, and as a result, we are committed as a House to continue to support him in this very fight. Mr. Speaker, I also want to commend you for giving this House a sense of direction. Over the weekend, I took my time to go through our legislative agenda, and I discovered that this legislative agenda is centered and is in support of the anti-corruption war of Mr. President. This motion has to do with the 43 billion discovered recently by the EFCC. But the questions being raised by Nigerians is that who is the owner of this money? There are other several issues surrounding this controversial matter, which of course one of them is the credibility of the committee being put together by Mr. President. Mr. Speaker, I want to state before this House that I have absolute confidence in the leadership of Mr. President and that of the Vice President. But Nigerians are putting the credibility of this committee into questions. The NIA DG just yesterday or so came out to tell us that the National Security Advisor is aware of the custody of this very fund in question. And again, the Attorney General of the Federation has also before now cleared the SGF of cases related to the one under discussion. So as a result, Mr. Speaker, the question is that can these two individuals, these two highly placed Nigerians, be judges in their own courts? We are saddled with the responsibility to appropriate, to investigate and oversight the executive. We will therefore be doing the Nigerian people a disservice if we don't take up this responsibility. It is important we know the source of this very fund we are talking about. It is also very, very important, considering the statement, the comments of the DG NIA, that this fund is meant for a covert operation. We are talking of 43 billion here. I wonder how much we're going to, God forbid, if there is a war, how much we're going to expend in fighting a war. So to me, Mr. Speaker, 43 billion is on the high side, and as a parliament, as the representative of the Nigerian people, and going by the principle of checks and balances, it is our duty to investigate side by side with the executive. So at the end of the day, we'll be able to answer questions being raised by our constituents. So my prayer is very, very simple, Mr. Speaker. It's just calling for the constitution of an ad hoc committee to investigate this very matter and report back to the House in 2 weeks. I so move.